Right. I want to go to Mr. Thakur on this. Sir, there is a valid argument that is being made, is that doctors here don't have the opportunities, the avenues of specialization or of economics, earning that kind of money that they put abroad. Has that changed? Is the government working enough, or should the government spend more?
No. Government is not arranging much for the doctors. Actually, I have seen that a doctor came to me and said that they have been appointed on daily basis, just like a daily wage earner. So that is the condition of the doctors. The doctor condition are not good.
And can you blame them for wanting to go abroad?
Then they search opportunity anywhere. Anywhere in the world they want to go. And actually they don't want to go. Nobody wants to leave this country, the home, etc. But the government has to increase facilities for these young doctors. If keep them here for say 4 years, 2 years, you work in rural areas or anywhere, but that scheme is not implemented properly.
So that is on paper, you read
on paper. Yes.
That's we all agree.
The issue here is that we are not saying, as a medical fraternity, at least if I'm representing, that a student should not be going for a specialized training program or a fellowship or for a specialized or super specialized training. The message here is that if you have done your MBBS at your undergraduate level and then you have done your MBBS or MD at the postgraduate level and you are going overseas for specialized training thereafter, yes. The question which we are addressing is that the students, when they go at a young age after MBBS, whether they go for specialized training or not, they rarely come back.
Yes.
The government, on the other hand, is increasing the number of medical colleges. Please let me explain. In the last 6 years, we cannot cover the deficit in the next few months. It's going to be in a time gap framed manner and a step ladder manner. It's going to take X number of years.
So when have you started? When has the government started?
I think in the last 1 or 2 years, we are seeing changes. The reason why I'm saying we are seeing changes is there are more number of colleges being opened, government and private. After all, the private medical colleges also have to get permissions from the Medical Council of India for commissioning and for other infrastructure.
Okay.
The number of students who wish to take medicine, there is no divide whether you go into a government medical college or a private medical college, because 80% of Indian healthcare system is being supported by the private sector.
Okay.
The divide is not between government and private. The issue here is that a medical student, yes, can go overseas for a specialized training program. The question is, will the student come back? If the student is not going to come back, what I foresee in the next few years is two basic things. The good students are not going to go into medicine. You ask any brilliant student after class 12, he will opt for options outside medicine.
Okay.
Point number 2 is if he does medicine, he will then go overseas. What do we have on our plate?
But my question was a little bit more basic. I agree with everything that you're saying. But does your answer solve the problem of rural healthcare? Does it solve the problem that we don't have doctors to people who need it at a cheap cost?
The rural healthcare program, which has been implemented, I think for the last 3.5 years, 4 years, you cannot build Rome in a day. This is going to take time.
No, I don't agree. I don't agree with this.
I think
Government is not spending on rural. This government is not spending on rural areas. IM has demanded that medical colleges should be open in the rural areas, but nothing has happened so far. I will go further into that. Why? I will say, why not IIT? People also should be subject to the same category. There also the government is spending so much money, so that the students who are opting for medical or IIT, they should not segregate. They should not be opting for IIT because here we cannot go abroad. Because all these institutions, government is spending so much, they should all be subjected to some kind of a bond that they should have to serve the country for a certain period of time, not for the whole of their life, but for a certain period of time, and then they lose. And secondly, the government should spend more money. Government is not spending money unless and until we increase the infrastructure, especially which you are saying in the rural areas. Government is not spending money. Unless and until government spend money, this would happen. And then we have to. So was this just a show thing that the government is trying to say that we are concerned?
No, I don't think. See, we are spending just a very small fraction, perhaps less than 1% of the GDP.
That's where the issue is.
The countries like US are spending upward of 12 to 15% of the GDP on healthcare. That's the difference. I'm not saying make 1 into 15, but if we make 1% into 2% into 3% of the total GDP into healthcare, let me tell you, health makes the building blocks of the nation. We are moving forward. I'm not pessimistic. We are moving forward.